can taste the excitement here in the Quicken Loans Arena. It'll be the defending it facing.
Need a lot of excitement after this game. It's going to be a lot of banging. You're going to be sore. You got to bring your big boy hat, no tears, to the ref and handle each other.
Jack inside.
Can you imagine? Or Shaq on me. So see, but
Durant is Draymond not as good.
Fire off the pad.
Plant dishes. It's stolen. About 1 minute into the first quarter. Pass to James. Stolen by Thompson. And now running it up the court. Green pushing it all the way.
So aggressive in everything he does. You know, Draymond often causes as much contact as he takes.
As competitive a guy as Draymond Green is, sometimes he can get in his own way. There's no doubt about that. Not entirely his fault. The calls don't seem to fall in his favor a lot because he is so physical, and perhaps, Chris, because of his reputation. We don't even need to go into his natural shooting motion.
Yeah, you mean with the leg? But with Draymond, that just comes with the territory. He presses buttons of refs and opposing players, and sometimes with the fans. Yeah, he'll lose out on calls, but at the end of the day, he's a guy that everybody in the league hates, but will want on the team.
And guys, this is what you like to see early on, gaining a little confidence from range.
Well, I wouldn't say that's his shot, but it's a shot he can make, and that really opens things up for the offense.
Yeah, good interior D there prevents the deuce.
Oh, wonderful anticipation. He reads the play perfectly, then with the quick reaction time.
Here's LeBron, and there's another one for the Cavaliers.
That's just great confidence from James, effortlessly letting it fly whenever he's in rhythm.
On its way from Curry for two, will not go. This is off the front iron. Guys, this offense very effective.
And guys, the defense has been no match. They've just picked them apart.
Smith kicks to Hill. Back to Smith. Cleveland moving the ball around, and they double up James. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot two here. And LeBron James has openly stated very publicly, especially last year in the finals, he is chasing Michael Jordan. He wants to be the best ever.
And at this point, he might be top two. Jordan with 6 titles. Hard to see LeBron surpassing that. But just to be in the conversation with the GOAT is an achievement in and of itself.
Well, you got to admire LeBron. He's such a competitive athlete. He's one of the most competitive athletes you'll see in all of sports.
So he hits 1 of 2 from the stripe.
And this Cavaliers team, for all his talent, rarely in league history has a superstar yielded so much control is built around LeBron James.
Curry can't get it to go.
That is some tough defense there against one of the better finishers in our game.
James outside. Out to Smith from the arc. Doesn't go for him. So Golden State will take it the other way. And LeBron not shy about making his voice heard when it comes to moves he feels the Cavs need to make.
He wants to win. His understanding of the game isn't just limited to his part to play, but also the pieces around him as well.
Timeout is called. First of the game for the Cavaliers. David West is checked in for JaVale McGee. The Cavaliers leading by 5. The pass to Smith. It's deflected. Outside Hill. Now the dish to James. It's back to Hill. Yes, and it's LeBron picking up the assist. Hill's got his first 3 points of the game.
The ball movement on this run has been fantastic. fantastic and is a big part of why they've been able to get these good looks.
And the wide open shot from Green. And right away, they match it with a three-pointer of their own.
And Kevin, he's practically doubling his assist totals over the back half of his career. Durant's a more than willing facilitator. Whatever helps his team win, he's willing to do it.
LeBron outside. The second chance effort, and it's good on the way in. James has got 5 points so far.
And the story here, Kevin, early on is how well they've shot the basketball.
You got to try to cut Curry off. That's how he makes you pay for a quick pull-up.
The Cavaliers have gone 5 of 8 from the field, shooting over 62%. To the paint, here's Green, and Green slams it in.
He just powered that one down.
One of the game's top dunkers. Smith outside. Hits the three-point bomb. Smith's got his second basket of the night.
Great three-point shooting here out of the gate. That makes 4 makes already from long distance.
Now, look, we all know how great Durant is on offense, but in my opinion, he was one of the best two-way players in the league last year. Something that he's improved upon over his career. Took it to the next level last season.
And Chris, as you said, Durant playing fantastic defense that often gets forgotten. He was able to act as a rim protector for the Warriors with his ability to change shots, alter shots in that lane.
Well, Durant had a career high in blocks last season, and it was easy to see why. One, because of the system. Two, because of the players you have around you. But it's not just the blocks. He played an all-around great defense last year.
The Warriors making a switch here. McGee's checked in. Green kicks to Smith. Back to Green. The feed to James. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Screen by Smith. James, the pass to Nance. McGee with the block. And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time. Nine seconds left to play in the first. Over in the corner, Green. And a miss there on the triple. And so it's the Cleveland Cavaliers bringing the quarter to a close with a 7-point lead. The one goal they had coming into this game was to not let Curry beat them. And so far, their defense on Steph has been tremendous. We've got more NBA basketball coming your way in just a minute. And Steph Curry, a player within the gym range. He told us about his comfort stretching the floor.
Anywhere 5-6 feet outside that three-point line, if I have a dribble, if I catch and shoot, if I have a good look, I think Coach will allow me to take that shot, and it's tough to guard.
I was going to say, Greg, how big must that hoop look to Steph Curry? And tough to guard might be the understatement of the day.
I mean, he is just an insanely great shooter. I mean, arguably, I don't think there's an argument. He's the best shooter in the world. The argument is whether or not he's the best shooter ever. And listen, I can imagine there's very few times that Coach Curry is not going to allow this splash brother to let her rip.
And the first quarter is in the books. Second about ready to get underway. And from what you guys have seen so far from Cleveland, what's your take?
I think they play great D and not giving up anything easy early on.
Yeah, closing down the lane, closing out on perimeter shooters. Interesting first quarter.
Setting the floor for the Warriors. We've got Thompson. Curry is out there with Durant. And there's JaVale McGee. And it's Green in at the 4 slot. And we've got an update here, so let's catch up with David Aldridge.
Guys, Kevin Durant is a unique player. LeBron James said he's a 7-footer with 6-foot ball handling skills, jump shot, and athleticism. It's never been done in our league. Never had a guy that's 7 foot and can do all that, so it sets him apart. Kevin, I'm 6 feet tall, and I can broadcast.
You can, and you can write, and by the way, you're in the Hall of Fame. DA, thank you. And Chris, you were the #1 overall draft pick back in 1993. We've seen a lot of greats taken with that pick, but it also that those number one picks who aren't as successful face a lot of pressure, a lot of criticism. There's a lot on your plate to handle. Can you talk about that for us?
Yeah, there's a lot of pressure for some players being the number one pick. But I've always laughed and I've thought about, players that maybe people say maybe they were a bust, maybe this player wasn't good. Well, I think you should go back and look at the GM that picked them. I mean, the GM is the guy that assesses talent, So when there were a few players that were picked number one, and many players said, what are you doing? We've played against him. We would never pick him number one. So before that, I think the NBA is about opportunity and situation. Look at a guy like Chauncey Billups. He went to Boston. He didn't do well at Boston. They called him a malcontent, said he couldn't play, and then he ended up being one of the best leaders that the game had. And so this game is all about situation and opportunity. Can you find the right fit? That's why if you're a player, you can't let frustration get to you. You have to continue to work hard, continue to prove your game, because when you play, you're auditioning for the other teams in the league as well. They're saying, wait a minute, we see his unique talent, skills, and we see his unique skill set, and we could use him. And so many times you just have to wait for the right position, the right situation.
12 straight points off of three-pointers, and the D looks shell-shocked.
Still with enough explosiveness and with great length to finish, Sean Livingston.
And we're about 2 minutes into the second quarter here. The Cavaliers leading by 6. Korver gets a wide-open look. Off target with his three. Warriors have gone a sensational 5 of 5 from the field since the start of the second quarter. And there's Green on the assist by Iguodala. And that's now 9 points for Draymond Green. Cleveland's gone 3 of 4 with the long-range bombs here in the second quarter. Outside Korver to the inside. It's stolen by Green. Thompson against Green. Pass to Livingston. Here's Thompson. Right through the D for the layup. And now just a 2-point Cleveland lead.
Well, one thing I like about Ty Lue is at the same time he's a player's coach, he's also got the confidence to take charge. That's important on a team with star talent like the Cavs. Ooh, the feed was perfect. The timing, the placement, everything was right on the money.
And the Warriors decide to take their first time out here.
And really, whether you're up or down, it's a game of adjustments.
Well, yeah, he might have seen something he wants to exploit. Well, we'll see what they run coming out of this.
Cavaliers with some changes. Tristan Thompson comes in for Nance, and James subbed in for Jeff Green. Different look here for the Warriors. Pachulia, he's checked in for JaVale McGee. Looney comes in for Green. Young's checked in for Thompson. And Curry subbed in for Andre Iguodala. Now here's Curry. And the Warriors miss again.
And even without that three ball dropping for him, the defense should have done more on that last play. You know what? Tried to step in and cut him off, but just didn't get there quick enough.
The three from Korver. That's in, coming off the assist from Thompson. And now a 7-point Cleveland lead.
If you do not respect that Kyle Korver has been making a living as a sniper from deep, then you haven't been doing your studying. You don't know the scouting report.
Cleveland's gotten out from three-point land in the second quarter, going 4 of 5 from downtown. He muscles it in through the contact, and they call the foul. And he's on his way to the free throw line.
Assists like that have typified their effort today. Terrific ball movement.
The Cavaliers have shot 2 free throws, and they're 1 of 2 so far. And the Warriors making a change here. JaVale McGee's checked in for Pachulia. Green comes in for Kevon Looney. Thompson, he's checked in for Young. And Kevin Durant is subbed in for Sean Livingston. The free throw drops for James. And Chris, you had the chance to play with Kyle Korver in Philadelphia. A decade later, he makes his first All-Star appearance.
Yeah, he's my rookie, the 51st pick of the 2003 draft. Nobody outside of the Korver family expected him to become this talented, but I knew he was going to be a heck of a sniper when I saw him practicing, shooting every day.
Here's Clarkson after the made shot from Klay Thompson. Outside Korver. They get it again. LeBron dishes to Hood. Some nice passing by Cleveland here. And there's Korver on the assist by LeBron. Korver's got his third basket of the night.
Yeah, they're relying on their three-point shooting and getting pretty good results.
The wide open look for Durant. And right away, they match it with a three-pointer of their own.
Durant can't help but make threes. It's unfair for a guy his size to be able to shoot like that.
Clarkson kicks to LeBron. And another three for Cleveland.
All these open threes they're giving up have really been the driving force on this run.
Curry passes to McGee. Tipped away. There's the triple. Shot is good, and the Cavaliers' lead cut down to just 8 points with the bucket from Curry.
Oh, look at that. Just a mere flick of the wrist. So calm and smooth, Steph Curry.
Here's James. He's got 11. Great open look there. Korver's got 12 now in this quarter.
Another one. Man, he's just gotten into a great rhythm out there.
And part of this falls on the defense. I mean, you know he's hot. You'd like to force someone else to shoot the basketball.
James. The shot missing. And so we wrap up the first half. Cavaliers lead by 11. And a chance now to send it over to David.
Thanks, Kevin. Here with Coach Tyronn Lue. Coach, what is the focus going to be in the...
All right, thank you, David. And folks, don't go away. After the break, we'll see you right back here for the...
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hello again, everybody. Along with Kenny the Jet Smith and Shaquille O'Neal, I'm Ernie Johnson. Time for the NBA halftime. Kyle Korver having an outstanding game. He had 12 points, 2 assists, and 1 rebound. Some great work from him in the first 2 quarters. What'd you think, Shaq, about Cleveland?
Well, Kenny should appreciate this. I love the ball movement. They were in sync as a unit, and their assist.
And that will wrap up our halftime report, as it's just about time for the start of the second half.
Welcome back. Everybody, third quarter just about to get going here in what has been so far a runaway game. Nice game. Great performance by... LeBron and Thompson are up front. George Hill out there with J.R. Smith. That's the group starting the second half for Tyronn Lue. From the corner, Durant, no good.
It's a +5 advantage for them in rebounding after that one.
Hill with it. Guarded now by Durant. Smith outside, and there's the call on Klay Thompson. That's his first foul. Thompson in the posts, working on Green. And it's Smith missing. Warriors trail by 11. Well, Chris, NBA players will go around to every arena at least once in a season. Does each arena have its own feel and look? And how does that impact players when they play on the floor? A depth perception from the basket to the last row. They've told me that every building feels different. Is that true?
Yeah, every building does feel different, but because every player is different, you know, it just depends on which guy and which arena. You know, I used to love Portland because it was dark in Portland and it felt warm in there. I don't know why. I mean, I can't really even explain that well, but I used to love playing in Portland. And I know some guys that have an arena that is bright, or they just love getting there, or maybe they just love that city. So a lot of times, I tell you what arena I really loved, and it was the first time I went to Boston Garden, because I just sat and I stretched on the floor probably for the longest of any game because I sat there and I touched the parquet floor and I got to look up at all the banners and I, kind of reading the banners there and who played there and what year they won and tried to remember that team. And so the some arenas is just special because who's performed there, who's been there before you. And so every arena has a different feel.
That's a great answer. For three, Hill. It's rebounded by Durant. Warriors trail by 13. Thompson inside the line. Again, the miss by Thompson.
They haven't gotten their legs back. Just 1 for 4 to start the second half.
LeBron kicks to Hill. In the corner, Smith with it. The Cavaliers again can't hit. Hill against Curry. That's in. That's his 5th field goal. He's shooting a hot 71%. 5 for 7. Timeout called the Cavaliers.
And last season, a big one for Curry in the record book department. I mean, continued his march up the all-time three-made list. I mean, this is just incredible. When you also set the record for most threes in a game with 13, it was 12. A record he shared with Kobe and Donnell Marshall.
Different look here for the Warriors. Kevon Looney is checked in for JaVale McGee. West comes in for Draymond Green. Nick Young's checked in for Klay Thompson. And it's Livingston in for Kevin Durant. The Cavaliers leading by 11. And with Curry hitting 13 threes in a game to set the record, honestly, you just knew it would be a matter of time, C-Webb. He had flirted with that record so many times before.
Yeah, and one reason why he didn't get it is because usually in those games when he makes that many threes, he's sitting in the 4th quarter because his team is blowing another team out. I mean, it happened in the game after Curry went 0 for 10 from the three-point line in a loss. You gotta love Curry's heart. Payback.
He dishes it to West. Cavaliers with the rebound.
The edge on the glass is the difference. It's allowed them to build this lead.
Smith dishes to Green. Passes it to Nance. And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Young. Six on the shot clock. Hood kicks to Hill. And another 3 for Cleveland.
And good passing, setting up a lot of these buckets right now, Kevin. That's been the key.
Livingston with it. Now Smith defending. Good on that shot. And with that, the Cavalier lead is cut back down to 14 on those points from Stephen Curry. Cleveland's gone 3 of 7 from three-point range here in quarter number 3.
And the Warriors bringing back the band coming into this season. Durant took $9 million less than the max. That enabled them to bring back every big-time contributor from their 2017 championship roster.
Not trying to force anything inside. Ball gets kicked out for an open look.
Here's Hill. 6 points for him. Hood for 3. And it's Looney with the rebound.
Well, he wanted to return the favor there for that last 3, but it just wasn't in the cards.
And timeout call. Steve Kerr has had enough.
Yeah, you can sense he wasn't happy with how things are going here. Probably looking to change it up a bit.
Well, you have to review your matchups, make sure you're maximizing the potential of each one. And for the Cavaliers, every move they make is going to be under the microscope. When you have the league's most dominant player in LeBron James, there's pressure to make the most of his window.
So it's both teams making substitutions here. .50 seconds left to play in the third. Had a chance there to cut it to single digits, but it's off target. And for the city of Cleveland, you can't overstate the impact of the Cavaliers' first title back in 2016.
Yeah, a city that had felt cursed in a lot of ways. Now it's been lifted. There's a sense they're back on a level playing field with the rest of the country.
Livingston kicks to Caspi. Feeds to West. Clock at 6. Livingston passes to West. That drops, and it comes off the assist from Livingston.
Oh, and a nice look by Livingston, keeping his eyes up, locates the man.
Osman. No good from outside. And here's Young. Caspi for three, and it is good at the buzzer. Wow!
Yeah, and a big-time three to cut it to single digits. They've kept it within reach, but they've got to pick up the intensity in this final quarter.
And so it's Cleveland in the driver's seat, up 8 points at the end of the quarter. They're shooting the ball so well in this one, a great performance from the field. We come back right after this. Now let's listen in to head coach Steve Kerr.
Right now is when we go, good shot, great shot, right? Right now.
3 quarters in the books, folks. Glad to have you with us. Welcome back as we get going. The Cavaliers leading by 8. Okay, now let's reset our lineups courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go for this 4th quarter. Setting the floor for the Warriors. They've got JaVale McGee. Green is out there with Klay Thompson. And it's Durant, and it's Curry in at the 2 spot. And it's Green missing. The Warriors shooting 56% in this game, really stringing quality possessions together offensively. Thompson for 3. No good that time, and Cleveland will come the other way. 17 points was their biggest margin. Left side, Korver launches it. That's another one for him, his 5th in just 7 shots.
Love watching Korver catch on fire. When he's in the zone, so tough to shake.
Durant dishes to McGee. The basket good off the assist from Durant. Durant's got 4 assists now tonight.
And just great offensive execution by both sides, leaving nothing on the table.
Well, yeah, you want to save your best for last. The guys on these teams know that.
On the wing, Korver fires the 3. Another 3 for Cleveland.
No doubt about the consistency when it comes to scoring the basketball for him tonight. A real nice lift for their offense.
And Chris, when you played, you were known as a guy at your size who could rip and run, take it coast to coast. You look around the league now, who are some of the best big men ball handlers?
Oh, you love it. If you get that board, you got to be able to take it, speed up the offense. We've seen Draymond just have a field day doing it with all the players on his team that could knock it down and score. Blake Griffin, Anthony Davis. We've even seen Paul Millsap and Julius Randle do it a little bit. So I love the fact that if you can get that board and push it, it makes it easier because you don't have to look for the outlet. You can actually find that point guard, that 2-guard in transition, and let them score, and you be the facilitator.
And when you watch the Warriors, one thing that just jumps out is their passing. Everyone on this team, they allow the ball to dictate where it goes. Just unselfish to a fault.
And on our sideline, our reporter, David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin, during that last break, I heard Tyronn Lue as he talked with the team. He told them, hey, they're ready to give up. We're close to winning this game, but we're not done yet. I don't want to see any let-up out there. We'll see how well we got the point across.
And that was the correct play to make. George Hill, a very discerning playmaker.
And the Warriors last year averaging right around 30 assists a game as a team. Greg, just a huge number, and they led the league in that regard by a wide margin.
Yeah, the passing they do is what they purpose as well. And I really feel like they have the highest collective basketball IQ in the game. I mean, they get a lot of free points off backdoor cuts or leak outs, and that's all because of their ball movement and awareness as a group.
They get the rebound. Green outside for Curry. It's stolen by Korver. In transition, here come the Cavaliers. Took him no time at all on that one. And that's now 10 points for Rodney Hood.
And Korver, a team-first guy. When one of his guys is open, he wastes no time in delivering the pass.
Hey, look, he's not an easy man to defend. He'll get his points one way or another.
Here's Hood. And he didn't get quite enough under that one.
Off target with what's what? Pretty good look from mid-range.
No one covering. Curry's got it back down to a single-digit deficit for the Warriors.
Oh, and the defense is getting discouraged because Steph has been unstoppable tonight.
And that's out of bounds. Cleveland will retain possession.
Man, you love the effort. Just getting the hand in there and knocking it out.
Well, some of that, too, is just setting the tone by being aggressive. You need guys like this on your team.
1:58 left in the fourth quarter. The Cavaliers leading by 8. 6 to shoot, and Steph Curry with the foul. That's foul number 2 for him. J.R. Smith's checked in for Kyle Korver. A minute 50 left in the game. LeBron James on the wing. Good, the assist goes to Hill. Hill's got his 5th assist in this one.
I like how James shoots off the pass. He knows how to catch the D by surprise.
Durant kicks to Green. So the whistle blows on the shot, and 2 free throws for the contact right there.
Nice work to get it inside and draw the contact.
First free throw is good, and that brings them to within 10.
With the immense effect Green has had on winning games in this league, it still boggles the mind that he lasted that late. I mean, the 35th pick in the 2012 draft, and he wanted all of those, trying to fight their way back into this.
LeBron against Durant. The screen from Thompson. Just 5 on the clock. Smith outside. Over Curry. And too long on the shot.
I like the shot selection on that one, despite the miss.
Out of bounds, Cleveland takes possession.
And that's just carelessness there. I mean, you have got to have your head in the game.
1:09 left in the fourth.
Guys, I think this is a game they have to feel good about as we wind through the final moments here in what looks to be a solid win for the Cavaliers.
A beautiful pass doesn't always get you on the highlight reels, but there were some spectacular dishes in this game.
Well, you know what? It was a team that was in sync and just trusted one another to take the right shots.
And you know, when you look at the huge impact he had, just a monster game for Kyle Korver.
He was the alpha dog out there tonight. Totally in charge of this game. No matter what the situation was, he was the one to dictate the action.
LeBron James. That's his first personal foul. Shooting for Golden State. JaVale McGee.
That free throw, no good. And he does get the second one. And that brings them to within 10. Guys, you've got to think a basket here would seal it.
No question. That would be all she wrote.
Thompson passes to Hill. Some nice passing by Cleveland here. And another 3 for Cleveland.
And how much longer are they going to keep that foot on the accelerator?
At this point, it's just icing on the cake. Terrific run, closes it out.
And low percentage look on that one. Not sure what he was thinking.
Sometimes you get a little outside of yourself. You have to be a little more disciplined.
The offensive rebound. At the elbow, Smith. Good, and it's Hill picking up the assist.
And giving the fans what they came to see, a spirited performance.
Yeah, with a double-digit lead at this point, they can pretty much mark this one up in the win column.
And so it's Cleveland taking care of business in this one. A confident win and one where they clearly showed the greater effort.
Yeah, I mean, it was a solid performance, particularly here at home. And I think they built off that edge of being here and play with just a little more confidence than their opponent.
And a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge, standing by courtside. David.
Thank you, Kevin. LeBron, were you satisfied with the team's performance tonight?
We got a very good team, but in order for us to continue to improve, we have to go out and we have to defend, we have to play for one another, and we have to be selfless. You know, it's not about the individual, it's about the team, and if we all give in to what the team needs to do to be better, then we'll be okay.
It is a work in progress, LeBron. Thanks for your time. Kevin?
All right, David, thank you. And that'll do it, folks. For Chris Webber, Greg Anthony, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching. So long and good night, everyone.